Good morning, students. We are studying second chapter of sociology, that is segments of Indian society. There are three segments of Indian society: tribal community, rural community, and urban community. In the last lecture, we have studied tribal community, meaning of tribal community, characteristics of tribal community, and also exploitation which is done with tribal community people. These people, in characteristics, we have seen or we have studied detailed explanation and detailed study about tribal community. These people prefer to live in isolate place like forest and hilly areas. They are very far from urban population. But because of today's requirement and as the time changed, these people started accommodating themselves in urban areas, and even they uh, start mingled with urban areas or non-tribal population. These people, they are economically backward. They don't have their mostly their occupation is varied, and it's depend on agriculture like hunting, fishing, food gathering, forest produced, basket making, weaving, ironsmith. Okay, the technology is outdated, that's why that quality production is not there. So these people, they are economically backward. They are malnutrition because mainly they depend on natural resources for the survival. Unclean water they used to drink. Proper medication facilities are not there. Whatever herbs are available in the forest, they use that only for the purpose of medication. Even this we can found that, but still the barter system is going on in tribal community. These tribal people, they do not perform marriage in outside their community. They live as in the community as they all are having blood relation with each other. They all live like a family in a community. Okay, so nobody could interfere in their life. Okay, they all are having bonding with each other, and they are very happy, and they very happy, and they feel very comfortable with each other. Even their tradition culture and their tradition culture costume dialects are same, but as per the region. Once the region change, so their tradition, their means clothing, their dialects are also change. Simple, they live in a simple society, means all people, are they live like a family, means they think that all are having blood relationship with each other, and their kinship is very strong with each other. They follow simple religion, like they idol worship is not there. They worship natural things like air, water, sun, moon. Okay, these things are worshipped by them. Sometimes they worship Mamaism. I have explained that they believe that a particular person is having a soul in himself, means soul of any sacred person, soul of any a person who is passed away, who was passed away. So his soul is there entered in a particular person's body. So they believe in that, and they worship that particular person, as they think that he is a sacred, and he is having soul uh, in himself. Even they worship non-living bodies, okay, like stone and wood. Plus idol worship is not there, I have already explained it. Okay, so these are the way of worship. They even worship trees and animals. They think that trees and animals are their ancestors, matlab they are like their forefathers, so they worship them also. So these are the beliefs of tribal community people. Now, community as administration, we have studied that panchayat committee is there. It is said to be tribal panchayat. Elder of the community, they occupy this place and they became chief of the tribal panchayat. Okay, and whatever essential decisions, okay, regarding a particular issues are given by this tribal chief and council of elders. Okay, so these people, they do not approach to the court and police station. Instead of that, their tribal panchayat only sort out their problems. Okay, thank you. In tribal community, they don't have caste inequalities. Caste based inequalities means discrimination is not made as per the caste, and even not even gender inequalities. Okay, so these are the egalitarian values of tribal community. So this was the revision which we have done of characteristics of tribal community. Now today we are going to study problems faced by tribal community. The first point is alienation from forest land. Alienation means isolation. Now, see, now I'm again and again I'm telling that tribal people, they used to live in isolated areas like forest and hilly areas. So their livelihood is depend on natural resources. Means these people, most of the people, they engaged in agriculture. Agriculture is their primary occupation. Okay, so their livelihood is completely depend on agriculture. But as per the time, we found that many people, they exploiting their rights. Like some zamindars or landlords, they occupied tribal lands. Okay, they occupied the lands or they buy the lands. Plus many industrialist people, they occupy land in forest areas to establish or to accommodate big industries. So because of all these activities, they are losing their rights. Okay, they are not getting proper place to accommodate themselves. As we have know that forests are uh, being cut to accommodate, or because of high density of population, the forests are being cut. Okay, so along with that, this rights of the tribal peoples are also violated. That's why alienation from forest land, this problem is faced by the tribal people. Even government also implemented some measures that agriculture land is not supposed to occupy for the accommodation, or buildings are not supposed to construct on the agricultural land. Okay, but still this implementation or this rule is not in a force. Still the same practices are going on. Okay. The next point is poverty and indebtedness. First, we'll discuss poverty, how they face this problem, poverty, and then we will go to indebtedness. Now, poverty. As we have already studied in characteristics, that for agriculture, the technology which they use, okay, the technology which they use, that is primitive or outdated. So because of that, quality production is not there. Okay, so that production they are not supposed to sell in the market due to lack in quality. Still barter system is going on, means exchange of goods. Okay, so because of that, uh, their per capita income is very less. These people, they are economically backward. Okay, so these are the causes of poverty. Now indebtedness means Hindi mein we can say कर्ज बाजारी or loan. Okay, so what happened for investment and not for investment, for the survival. Okay, definitely, if they required money, okay, so they have to approach to the zamindars, that is private landlords. Okay, so private landlords, they are very cunning, or they take advantage of these illiterate people. Okay, they provide money to them. Okay, but for it is not possible for the tribal people to repay that debt. Okay, to repay that loan or to repay that amount. So in that case, what happened, they force or to mortgage their property or their land to the ज़मींदार. mortgage यानी गिरवी रखना. ओके, तो वो लोग फोर्सफुली फिर उनको वो अपनी चीज़ें जो है, या अपना लैंड है या कोई प्रॉपर्टी है, तो वो उनको ज़मींदार के पास गिरवी रखनी पड़ती है, क्योंकि वो जो लोन उनसे बोरो करते हैं, वो उनकी कैपेसिटी नहीं होती है कि वो उसको रीपे कर सके. ओके, सो दैट्स वाई पॉवर्टी इंक्रीजेज, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ इंडेप्टेडनेस दे हैव टू मॉर्गेज देयर लैंड्स टू द ज़मींदार. Now the next point is health and nutrition. In many parts of India, the tribal population suffers from chronic waterborne infections and diseases, which often prove to be life-threatening. Means the diseases which are causes, or which can happen happen from drinking of unclean water. Okay, the unclean water which they used to drink. So because of that, many diseases they get infected. Okay, malnutrition, because means this malnutrition they face from since childhood. This deficiency, malnutrition, they suffer with malnutrition from childhood. Okay, lack of proper medical and sanitary facilities and poverty among the tribals also lead to various difficulties in maintaining proper health and nutrition. Because of poverty, they are not supposed to eat healthy food, they are not supposed to they are not supposed to take proper diet. Because of unbalanced diet, they became malnutrition. Proper medical facilities are not available. These people, they depend on natural resources. Okay, and whatever existing in the nature, they treat themselves from that only. Okay, so proper, and in cities, we can say in urban areas, the medication and the medicine which is available, that is quite expensive, so that is also not affordable by them. So these are the these are the causes of health and malnutrition. Now the next point is illiteracy. Why these people became illiterate, and why the illiteracy rate is high amongst tribal community. So first and foremost, I have explained that their primary occupation is agriculture. So for agriculture, manpower is required. So these people, they utilize their children as a manpower to work in their fields. Okay, that's why these their children, they are preferred to work in fields instead of going to the schools. Okay, because these people, they required manpower, they utilize or they force their children to work in the field. One more reason is behind it, that schools, they are not settled, the settlement of the school is not there in urban community or in their at their place. Okay, these children, they have to go far from their settlement to the school. Okay, so that is also not affordable, plus the curriculum which is designed, that is not in a tribal language, or the language which is taught in the school, that is not understandable by these tribal students. Okay, tribal children, that's why they have lack interest towards their studies, and they are not preferred to go to school because of this reason. That's why illiteracy rate is very high in tribal community. uh, the next point is bonded labor. Bonded labor means, in Hindi we can say bandhua mazdoor. Bonded labor is banned by Indian law, but still in some areas it is practiced. Okay, uh, bonded laborers means these people, they are means for their livelihood, they are forced to be to work like a bonded labor, because the debt which they borrow from landlords, okay, or zamindars, so they fail to repay on time. So when they fail to repay on time, so these people are forced to work for them, and they in this way they try to recover that landlords, they try to recover their amount which has been given to the tribal community people as a debt or as a loan. Okay, even also poverty is one of the cause, because they don't have any other source of income instead of agriculture. So these people, they force to work as per the conditions. For this they used to get very low wages, but they don't have any other source for source of income. That's why these people are forced, and in this way they exploited by the people. So this bonded labor is also a big problem of our country and of tribal community. Next point is shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation is also a very big problem of tribal community people. Okay, shifting cultivation means once the land is used for the cultivation and to grow crops. Okay, for the once it is used and the crop is cultivated, so the same land is not supposed to use for the rest 6 months, because after cultivation that land loses its fertility. Okay, and that land is not that land is not more fertile land. Okay, so instead of cultivating more crop on that particular land, these people utilize that land for other purpose of sometimes they use that land for the accommodation, for building their houses and all, instead of cultivating another crop. Okay, so this is also a big problem, that same land is, or that particular piece of land is not supposed to use for the recultivation. They have to wait for the 6 months, or sometimes they have to wait for 7 months, and sometimes for the year. Okay, so this is also a big problem, that shifting cultivation. Okay, now we have finished with the problems faced by tribal community. All the points are covered. Hope you all have understood. Moving further, the next is Panchashil philosophy of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. पंचशील, पंचशील means five. जैसे हम लोग पंचायत, पंचायत means how many peoples are there in panchayat? 5 peoples are there in the panchayat. That's why it is said to be Panchayat Samiti. So here Panchsheel philosophy means 5-year plan. In economics we can say, or last year we have studied what is the meaning of 5-year plan. Okay, so these 5-year plan are taken into consideration since independence. When India became independent or got freedom from British, since then this 5-year plan came into existence, or it is been practiced. Okay, our government's first concern, or their concern for tribal community is very high. Means instead of rural communities, instead of urban community, they are more focused toward tribal community. In what way they focus means, any person or outside people, they are not supposed to accommodate there, or they are not supposed to develop any they are not supposed to develop, means they are not supposed to develop, or they are not supposed to construct anything on the land of tribal people. Okay, like in 2008, it is a offense, means if the person is occupying agricultural land for the accommodation, okay, so he will not supposed to get the possession of that property. मतलब अगर आप 2008 में ये रूल जो है वो एग्जिस्ट हुआ, इससे पहले भी था वो, बट उसको इतना वर्क में, या नोबडी वॉज फोकस्ड ऑन दैट, बट फ्रॉम 2008 इट इज़ कंपल्सरी कि अगर कोई एग्रीकल्चरल लैंड के ऊपर अगर ये घर बना रहा है या बिल्डिंग खड़ी कर रहा है, तो उसका पोजीशन नहीं मिलता है. मीन्स ही इज़ नॉट मीन्स दैट पर्टिकुलर बिल्डिंग इज़ नॉट सपोज टू गेट कंसिडरेशन फ्रॉम कॉरपोरेशन. ओके, तो वो एक तरह से वो सोसाइटी में कन्वर्ट नहीं होगी, या फिर बहुत सारे आगे डॉक्यूमेंटेशन के लिए प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा. सो देर आर टू मैनी सर्कमस्टांसेस एंड देर आर टू मैनी प्रॉब्लम्स फेस्ड आफ्टरवर्ड्स. अगेन it was a scheme, or it was a this first prime minister who was strongly believed that their development activities are not supposed to perform on tribals land. Okay, this is evident from his views on tribal development termed as Panchasheel. Okay, it is mentioned in the Panchasheel, from where we got the reference of it. The next is summary of Panchasheel. Now, summary of Panchasheel. The first point is, people should develop along lines of their own genius, and we should avoid imposing anything on them. Means these tribal people, they develop themselves by their own genius people. Yes, from their community people, they develop themselves, and we don't have any right to imposing anything on them. The second point is, tribal rights to land and forest should be protected. These tribal people, they have rights to accommodate themselves on forest. Okay, and that land is their priority. So we don't have any right to interfere in that, and even we have to protect that. Third point, we should try to train and build up a team of their own people to do the work of administration and development. Means the government, we means here the government, okay, should provide training to these tribal people and build a teamwork of their own people. Means only their people, they can come together and do the work of administration as well as development. Next point, we should not ever administer these areas or overwhelm them with a multiplicity of schemes. We should rather work together and not in rivalry with our own social and cultural institutions. Means we should not ever administer these areas. We are not supposed to give overburden to them of multiple schemes and all. We have means we can only create give them training and create their department, means their own administrators and their own administration who will work for the development of their country. We are not supposed to interfere in their work. We just have to administer them. We just have to look after them. Okay. And whatever work is there, that should be done, that we have to do together without any conflicts and all. Means we have to give proper support to this tribal community people. The next is okay, the same points are printed on the next slide as well. Only last point was not there in the first slide, so that we'll read. We should judge the results not only not by statistics or the amount of money spent on them, but by the quality of human life that is evolved. Means we are not supposed to judge their result, means how much they have developed, how much they have done, they made progress. Okay, so we are not supposed to judge it by the amount which we have spent on them. Okay, we just have to focus on quality of human life and their progress. So these are this is the summary of Panchsheel. The next slide. In this slide, constitutional provisions for tribal community is taken or implemented by the government. Okay, it is for the self study. You just have to go thoroughly, or you just have to refer it at once, so you will come to know that what measures and what schemes has been implemented by the government for the development of tribal community. Okay, so along with this, we have finished the part of tribal community, its introduction, characteristics, exploitation, as well as problems, and even Panchsheel and summary of Panchsheel also we have studied. Now we have to begin with the second segment of Indian society, that is rural community. Rural means village. Okay, rural community means village community in simple word. See on your screen, you can see the village. Greeneries are there in its surrounding. Okay, even many students, many of us, we belong from village itself, and whenever in holidays we visit our villages, so we feel very fresh, and some old memories, we became nostalgic, and some old memories we recognize. Okay, and when we came from there, so we feel very fresh, and we feel very happy that we are part of villages. Okay, though we are having many facilities, everything is available in urban community or in cities, but still somewhere we are connected with the villages, and villages are play a dominant role, or villages are play a vital role in the development of economy of our country, because these village people are rural people, they are engaged in agriculture, and agriculture is a agriculture help us to gross domestic products and to develop economy of our country, because still today 75% people are engaged in agriculture. Our country is rich in agriculture. So we are very blessed and feel proud that we are still a part of villages, though we are living in cities. So shall we start with the introduction of villages or rural community? Here is the introduction of rural community. Rural community is one that is agrarian in nature and is dependent on natural resources. Yes, as I have told already that rural community is agricultural community, or the occupation is mainly depend on agriculture. Still today 75% of the people engaged in agriculture, and agriculture is depend on nature or natural resources like water. Water comes from rain, so without rain it's hardly impossible to cultivate crops and perform agricultural activity. Rural economy rests predominantly on agriculture, pastoralism, and allied activities. The density of population in rural areas is low. Population is very small in size. According to the 2011 census, 68.84% of Indian population lives in the rural areas, and around 6.4 lakh villages in India having varied population strengths. The rural way of life revolves around a traditional value system. Rural people, they rich in tradition and culture. So it is said that their life is revolves. Revolves means take round, or it's rotate around a traditional value system. India is basically a land of villages, as I have already explained that 68.84% of Indian population lives in the rural areas. That's why it is said to be that India is basically a land of villages. Means many villages we can found in India comparative urban areas. Here are some definition of rural community. A.W. Green. According to him, a village community or rural community is a cluster of people living within a narrow territorial radius who share a common way of life. Means a village community or a rural community is a group of people living, they live in a narrow territorial radius. Means their territories, their areas, their regions are very narrow, and they share common way of life. When their way of life is very common, simple, okay, their tradition is also common, their culture is also common. So its village community or rural community is a group of people, those who live in a small territorial areas, okay, and they share common way of life. So according to Encyclopedia Britannica, rural society is one in which there is a low ratio of inhabitants. Inhabitants means residents to open land, and in which the most important economic activities are the production of foodstuffs, fibers, and raw material. Means rural society is a place where very low ratio, means the ratio of the residents or residing people is very low, and they live in on a open land. It's a small territory, okay, narrow territorial radius, but it's a open land. Means congestion of buildings and congestion of houses are not there, and their economic activities, and these are the most economic activities which they perform, that are production of foodstuffs, fibers, and raw materials. So this is the definition of Encyclopedia Britannica. Now, there are some characteristics of rural community. First one is community living in villages. So, the village largely satisfied needs of its residents, definitely, because these people, they are mostly depend on agriculture and as well as natural resources. So the villagers and the village is only satisfied needs of its residents, means they don't have to go anywhere else in the area or in other areas. Okay, they have a sense of togetherness, means they have bonding with each other. Primary relations are there. Those who are living in villages, they have primary relationship with each other. Okay, the development of villages is influenced considerably by the local needs. Uh, Means their development is considered on or influence it's influenced considerably by the local needs, means whatever local needs are there, they satisfied them, and their development is depend on that only. The next point is small in size or small size. As we have already seen that rural community is very small in size, means around 68.84% of Indian population lives in rural areas. Okay, so as compared to urban areas, villages or rural areas are very small in size. Many villages, means some there are some a few villages, they have more population or the ratio of residents are very high, but majority or maximum villages, they are small in size. Okay, so there are some famous villages, those are having high density of population, but as compared to urban areas, they are low in size as well. Okay, but many villages or many remote villages, they have very low density of population. The next point is dominance of agriculture. Agriculture is the main occupation in villages, that I have told that it's their primary occupation. Agriculture is the primary occupation of rural community. Okay, not only means this agricultural practice is not only done for the income purpose, but also it's a life needs, means the people those who are living in urban areas, they are not supposed to stay starve. वो भूखे नहीं रह सकते, उनको खाने के लिए अनाज की ही ज़रूरत है. तो वो अनाज हमें कहाँ से मिलता है? डेफिनेटली फ्रॉम रूरल एरियाज़. ओके, सो एग्रीकल्चर activity is not only for income earning, but also it is a life need. 40%, almost 40% of our national income is obtained through agriculture, and more than 60% of the people still depend on agriculture. Okay, still today 60% of the population in rural areas, they depend on agriculture, and 40% of the income, national income, we received from agriculture itself. The next point is primary relations. Okay, primary relation means informal relationship. Like a primary relation is a relation we maintain with our family members, with our friends, neighbors. Okay, this kind of relation is said to be primary relation or informal relation. So the people, those who are living in rural areas, they have informal or primary relation with each other. They have that we feeling. We feeling help to build social cohesiveness. Okay, This we feeling help them to create the feeling of cooperation. They cooperate with each other, they help each other in every way of life. Okay, they are not supposed to create argument with anyone. This argument is happening in all the society, but not that kind of argument. Apart from this or along with this, they are very cooperative with each other, they help each other in all their way of life. Okay, even means even they build that bonding with each other, and they have that strong bond with the whole community people. And whatever festivals are there, the traditions are there, religious rituals are there, they celebrate it togetherness. Means the feeling of togetherness is there amongst them, amongst rural community people. This is said to be primary relations. Students, hope you all have understood this the content till here. Means whatever problems we have studied about tribal community, then introduction of rural community, then now we are studying characteristics of rural community. 4 points we have covered. Rest points we will continue tomorrow as the time is over. Okay, so either you are understanding or not, or if any problem is there, okay, just message me in the comment box on your classroom, so at least I will come to know either you are understanding or you are expecting something else from me. Okay, this is only for your concern. We are really very concerned about you, that's why we are asking, we are keep on asking. So please cooperate and give the comment, so at least I will come to know what is the exact situation. Thank you so much.